Hey there, welcome to Violet's DIY Style. I'm Violet. If this is your first time to my channel, I hope you consider subscribing. Also, don't forget to click on that bell button so you can be notified every time I upload a new tutorial. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and share with friends and family. So today I am participating in another collab playlist hosted by Happiness Created and Crafting in Mimi's World. I'll be leaving all their information for their channels down below in the description box, along with the link for this playlist and this collab, so you can go and check out everyone that participated in this playlist, because I know there's going to be some great ideas for gingerbread decorations for Christmas. So the one I'm going to start with first is this lantern. Now, I really never have decorated with gingerbread houses. I've never even really made one. So I was really excited when I saw this playlist and this open collab to make gingerbread houses. I knew it was going to be kind of a challenge because I really don't decorate or tend to decorate a lot with a bunch of different colors for Christmas. And when I think of gingerbread houses, I tend to think of bright, really pretty colors, but more of the brighter colors. And I tend to stay more of the farmhouse neutral colors. I always stay with maybe one certain color, like all red or all green. So I knew I wanted to decorate more farmhouse boho style this year. So I wanted to make something more neutral, but still represent gingerbread houses and look fun and festive. So when I saw these picture frames at Dollar Tree, I was so excited. So all I did was remove all the framing and everything from each one of the frames themselves. And then I just hot glued the glass right back into the frame. And I did that to all 4 of these picture frames. And then when I was done, I just let them completely dry. Now, if you don't feel comfortable just adding hot glue, you could add some permanent glue like E6000 to make sure that that glass stays in place. Next, what I did was I just went ahead and got some of these little squeezies from Dollar Tree as well. I think these are for food. I just had them in my stash piles. So, and I added some green, forest green, and also some white into these. And all I wanted was to have that fine tip in order for me to squeeze them onto my glass to decorate and make it as a gingerbread house. Since I said I was going to stay more farmhouse boho, I just stayed with the 2 neutral colors that I knew I'm going to decorate my house with, which is the white and the forest green. So all I'm doing right now is just decorating each one of these frames a different style of gingerbread. So for this one, I just squeezed on some 4 squares just to make it look like windows, and then the door, of course, for the gingerbread house. And I didn't want it to be so exact or perfect because I wanted it to look like the fun, festive gingerbread houses that, you know, people would make or children make during the holidays. So I didn't want everything to be all exact and perfect, but you can, of course, do that, maybe even paint it on and then or with a marker, and then use your paint to decorate your gingerbread houses, or even get a printout and then outline it just to make everything exact and perfect if you are going for more that style. After I finished the house, I just went ahead and started decorating with the Hunter Forest Green paint, and I'm just making a wreath on the door, and again, just trying to keep it a little bit simple, but you'll see what I do at the end to make it more festive. So again, just go ahead and decorate each one of them any way you want. I just went on Pinterest and just started looking at different gingerbread styles and just kind of got ideas from there, and then just started making my own as I went with the different ideas. This one, I'm just making more of a brick style roofing. And then I'm just kind of decorating it with some snow, of course, with the white. You can also use a whole bunch of different color paints for this also, and I think it would look really adorable too. But again, I just wanted to make sure that I could use it for my style. So here I'm just making some half oval windows. And then on this one, I wanted to make it with some Christmas trees. So I'm just making some simple triangle for the Christmas tree. Let me know in the comments below. Are you guys families? Do you do the gingerbread houses? And now that I started doing this gingerbread creations here, I thought maybe this year I should do like the little gingerbread contest or something like that with the family. I think that would be really fun. I know some of my family and friends do that every year. It's just a tradition. They actually go a few days before Christmas and to someone's house and just decorate really cute gingerbread houses and just keep them out. So I'm thinking this year I'm going to do that for the adults. So hopefully if you guys have any ideas, you'll leave them in the comments below so I can get some fun ideas of how to do that and how to make gingerbread houses maybe in a smaller scale so I won't have so many huge gingerbread houses all around my house. So for this one I did a snowflakes. And it didn't take a lot of paint. I did add quite a bit of paint into my bottle, but once I started actually decorating them, I realized I put too much and I really didn't need it. So I'm just gonna actually leave it in the squeeze bottles for different projects that I might be doing during the holidays right now. So here I'm just doing some garland styles on the windows and then some garland style around the door. This project was so much fun to do and so easy. It didn't take me much time at all. I actually was thinking of making another gingerbread house, but I didn't have all the supplies. So if I do find all the supplies that I'm kind of thinking of using, I will make sure to make another tutorial for a different gingerbread style. So hopefully I'll be able to find or maybe even get some kind of idea of how else different alternatives that I can use for that. What I do have in mind to make another gingerbread house. So for this one, what I did was once it was I was all done with painting all of them, I went ahead and grabbed some glitter, just white plain glitter, and I started sprinkling it wherever I wanted it. And if I thought it was a little too dry, I just added another line of paint and again just started adding that glitter everywhere. Then I let this dry completely for a few hours before I shook off all of the glitter. So while that was drying, I went ahead and grabbed one of these shadow boxes from Dollar Tree, of course, removed the leaf and everything from the bottom part because I'm only going to use the bottom part of this shadow box for this project. I just wanted a base part for my lantern. So all I did was just remove everything, including the little sponges right here. And I'm going to save those sponges for the next project also. Then I just painted the backing or the flooring base for my lantern, and I painted it with the white as well. So once you give it one good coat, just go ahead and set this aside and allow it to dry. And then once everything is completely dry, just go ahead and grab all of your supplies. And then with my hot glue gun, I just started assembling my lantern, which I just added 2 together to form an L, just making sure everything was lined up. And again, if you don't feel comfortable with just the hot glue gun, by all means use some E6000 or any kind of permanent glue along with your hot glue gun just to attach your lantern together. Then I just flipped that over, and with the other 2 frames, I went ahead and glued those together to make the square. I didn't want to touch the glass because I didn't want that glitter to come off and start, leaving gaps. So I was kind of being really careful not to touch the glass itself. Even though it was dry, I just wanted to make sure I didn't ruin any of it. So there you have it. Basically, that's your lantern. And then all I did after I made sure everything was dry, I added some hot glue on the bottom in order to attach my base to my lantern. Now you can add ribbons in here or even to hang it or hooks on here, but I wanted to keep it nice and simple, just like this. And for my next project, since I already had these frames from the backing from the picture frames themselves that we just made the lantern, I decided to recycle and reuse these. So for these two projects, basically all I spent was $5, which is a bargain. And I thought this was really fun and festive also. So what I did was I just kind of grabbed the same shadow box, since that was what I had on hand, but you can use a ruler, and just cut out one of the frames or the backings to make it smaller and thinner, because what I'm doing is making a cathedral style gingerbread house. So just get an X-Acto knife or a scissors and just cut out, again, just to make it nice and long. Then I grabbed some of this contact paper, and that looks like wood, and I'm going to attach it to my boarding as well. So just trace it out and then cut it out and peel the backing and attach it to your frame itself. And I did this one right here that I'm making, the longer one, and then I cut one of the frames, the backings, shorter in order to attach it to the longer one to make a cathedral style gingerbread house. And again, I'm just using the wood style contact paper, but you can even paint these, and you'll see that I'm going to paint them. You can use different scrapbooking paper if you'd like as well. Just use some spray glue and attach it to your frame also. So there's so many different ways you can make this gingerbread village also. So just go ahead and make sure everything's nice and even and there's no air bubbles, and just flatten it down. Now I'm going to go ahead and paint the other two frames that I had. And I'm painting them with the chocolate brown color. And then once I'm done painting both of them, I'm just going to go ahead and set these aside and allow them to dry. And then once everything's dry, I'm going to attach everything together. So I removed one of the frames from the backing, so the stand part, in order for me to glue it to the longer one. And this is how I made my cathedral. Now, those little sponges that we removed from the shadow box, I'm going to use those and attach my other two frames to make it more of a 3D village. But if you don't have those, you can easily use one of the Jenga blocks or just some more cardboard and attach it to the backing. So here, what I'm going to use are my markers, my permanent markers. So again, just draw out your windows and door to start making your gingerbread houses. Again, I wanted to make each one of them a slightly different, just to make it look more of the gingerbread village. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and make the square windows. And I'm only going to use markers just to share with you and show you how you can decorate on a budget if you don't, with things that you do have on hand. But you can also add ribbons, some garland, and attach it to these as well. Just make it your own depending on what style you're going for. Or this is even a good project that you can do with your children and allow them to decorate each one of them and then attach all of them together to make your gingerbread village also. So here I'm just going to make more of the snow style on the top. And I decided to go ahead and make one more of the gingerbread style with the candy canes and the swirls everywhere. And I'm just going to go in with some red to make the candy canes. I noticed you couldn't really see the red on that with that marker, so I just went ahead and got my larger permanent marker and just went ahead and freehanded some candy canes. So just go ahead and start coloring in anything you'd like onto each one of your gingerbread houses. You can even add initials or anything, basically a gingerbread house can be any way you like it, make it as unique as you like. So here I'm just gonna go ahead and trace out the same swirls and add the red on top just to make it more of the candy cane red and white throughout the entire gingerbread house for this one. So don't forget to go check out everybody else's tutorial on that participated in this collab. I know I am. I know there's going to be some great, fantastic ones, from simple ones to some more elaborate ones. So I can't wait to see everybody's. You guys let me know which one you love the best from my tutorial as well as everyone else's. And if this is your first time to my channel, again, welcome. I hope you guys do participate and check out all of the other Christmas tutorials and all the other fun holiday tutorials that I do have in my channel. And also let me know where you're coming from. I just love how everybody just comes together from different states, different countries. So yeah, just let us know down below where you're coming from. So for the cathedral, what I did was I decided to keep it more the green style since I did the red candy cane. And this one I'm just doing, again, just the green and red berries on the garlands and wreaths. So just decorate it and have fun with these gingerbread houses. For me, gingerbread houses just signify, fun, festive, anything goes kind of style. So just go ahead and decorate it any way you like. And then again here, I just went ahead and made some Christmas trees. And for our third one, I'm just going to go ahead and make a cute snowman with snow gingerbread house. And then there you have it, a cute gingerbread village. So again, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Until next time, you guys stay blessed. Bye.